Hello, everybody.
Yo, yo.
Welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
We're live today.
Yeah.
We're live on our Twitch and we're on our YouTube channel and we're on Clear Shot Studios on Twitch. So if you want to find us on there, just search for Clear Shot Studios. You'll be able to find us.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We wanted to do it live because usually our episodes are up Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we were, late. So we were like, we'll just do it live, test sort of trial,
Yep.
Also, my name's Seth Skinner.
And I'm David Reid.
And we're back again.
We're back.
Head over to w.gg. Use the promo code ClearShots. It's all one word.
Yeah.
It gets you 10% off.
Real good.
Helps
We've got
us.
that. We legit have this stuff all over the place now. We've got some over here. We use it because it's good.
I use it all the time.
Yeah. There's a bunch over there.
That's the first thing I do at work. I get in there,
Oh, yeah.
pour some in there, and fill it with water, and then I chug like half of it, and then I go out to the floor.
I'm one of those dudes where I kind of do both. Like, I will drink Dubby regularly, and I always keep some in the house now.
Yeah.
But I also drink coffee because I just love coffee.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just hyper addicted to caffeine and there's no hope for me.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's no big deal.
Yeah. So this is it's kind of new for us doing this live because
we're not sure what to expect as far as the production side.
Yeah.
What we're seeing
we're
on
still
our
kind of
end,
like
we're
trying
just hoping
to
it's working.
Fiddle around with it.
Yeah.
Everything seems to look okay.
Everything seems to be working. So But
so
we're here to talk about wrestling, and we will.
Yes.
But
so first of all,
bear with us.
Let's I guess the elephant in the room is Hogan.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course we have to talk about Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Crazy week, man. Ozzy and Hogan.
Yep.
And both it's fitting because they both have complicated pasts,
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They're also like iconic. They're both like legends in different ways.
Definitively iconic.
Yeah.
What do you say? Like they're beacons of the industry they represent.
Yes.
Yeah,
somebody was saying
Ozzy, you could argue Ozzy and his squad of the time invented metal, which is a big deal for both of us.
Yeah.
We're both lifelong metalhead musicians that have played in metal bands and stuff, So, yes.
The thing is too, like, I think if with Hogan, it's like he is a guy who you could go anywhere in the globe, basically.
He's the most recognizable wrestler of all time.
Who's this guy? You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I very firmly believe he's the most recognizable wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
There's others that are in the discussion now, like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock, for sure. But I feel like, man, with Hogan, there's two equally true things that everybody's going to say till they're blue in the face. We all know about his rocky past, right? We all know about the scandals and the shit he said.
Right.
It's not our place to talk about that shit. Not that we wouldn't bring it up if it was important. It is. That's why I just brought it up. That's out of the way. Everybody in the world is going to talk about that stuff. Listen to them. What I have to say is that absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, inarguably, wrestling does not exist in the form it is in today, at least in the United States, without Hulk Hogan.
For sure.
Period. I don't know how you could debate it.
Yeah, and it's also like a case of like...
And he should be remembered forever fondly for his work as the character Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hogan.
I think it's to separate the art from the artist situation.
Yes. Yeah.
And, some people don't want to do that. Like, there's Terry, right? And then there's Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely.
Like, so it's like...
Absolutely, dude.
And
it is what it is.
It was kind of odd because, like, it kind of was out of nowhere, if you think about it, because...
Well, for us, it was.
Yeah.
For fans, that is. Like, for fans, it was out of nowhere.
But, it was like, he's doing this thing with Bischoff, and he was
trying to start stuff.
He's
he was doing
promoting his beer and all
stuff.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
which none of that stuff I really gave a fuck about. However, it didn't bother me.
I didn't
care.
It
was just like, it's Hogan. He's always going to find a work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't mind that. I mean, look, he's been out of wrestling for a while. It's like he might as well keep doing stuff.
Yep. And almost, I will say, I almost wish he would have just stayed around wrestling more permanently and more, more strictly, because it might have just, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter, you know. It's not like the dude seemed like he was terribly unhappy.
He could have sat around backstage or like tried to help.
Could have been
whatever,
not a producer, but a bit higher up guy. You know,
but
you don't like.
I feel like his personality and his look. It's like he was Hulk Hogan all the time. So it's like he wants to be in front of people. He wants to be on camera.
Be doing that. What I find interesting is, and this is worth mentioning, is that he does get a lot of bad rap for being a racist. Right? Because he said some pretty racist shit.
Which is like not a cool thing
Here's
to be.
the thing. Let me get there. Obviously, I'm not condoning racism. I think racism is wicked stupid. I'm very anti-racism.
Yeah.
I think that you have to be brain dead to be racist. In 2025, you've got to be kidding me. There's no excuse at this point. However, so yeah, he said some racist shit. And that's beat, and he was judged for it, and he deserved to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting all these stories coming out post him dying from people like Booker T from Harlem Heat and shit going, yep, well, I could never tell the story or whatever. I'm guessing they never told it because Hogan probably just was like, people don't need to know about this shit, you know? But apparently he actually was helping a lot of people's careers behind the scenes, and he is so only known for being a guy who tried to marry everybody for himself. And to be fair, he was in a very competitive time in the industry when it was way different. And people had to watch their backs for getting screw jobbed and shit.
The thing, too, is like...
There's so much lore to unpack there that we aren't going to get into. That's not worth it. Everybody else has talked about it. And they know better. They're guys that were there and stuff, you know?
There's always this thing, like, he could say some off-color shit a long time ago and bring it back. And, like, over the years, maybe, that changes. I don't know, because I don't know him. So it's like...
Yeah, I don't know him enough to know. I just know a lot of people are coming out now saying he was actually a wicked good guy who helped their careers or helped them when they needed it and stuff that are... all different types of people at all different parts of their career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, of course, he also tried to say he was, like, going to play bass for Metallica and all this weird shit. He's famous for a lot of weird tall tales that we know aren't true. And those are just funny to me. They don't make me hate the guy. They're just like, and they're like, it's Hogan just saying shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, I've never heard a story of him doing anything ultra fucked up. Like fucking raping somebody or killing his family or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it is what it is.
Right.
You know?
I think it's just a
he's
matter
one of the most important, greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure I've always said that, always will.
Well, it's like I said, it's like just, separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Do respect him as what he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the whole point of this discussion, the whole point I want to get at, I think it's important to tell wrestling fans, if you don't like the things the guy said and you don't like his politics, you don't like anything else,
right?
That's valid and you shouldn't, but don't let it make you feel bad for cherishing the work of the character.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay to do that. We watch movies by guys that we know are complete sketchy scum child sex offenders and shit. Yeah. And the movies are great. And the real guy is a scumbag. Like, it happens all the time. It's not that simple. So my whole point is just don't feel bad if you're celebrating Hogan. There's nothing wrong with celebrating Hogan after he died for the character.
Yeah.
And the memories, the childhood memories and stuff.
I'm going to send out a couple posts real quick just to let people know we're on.
Yeah, go for it. I want to quickly say about that. Seeing we're talking about Hogan dying. Me personally, I figured I'd give my encounters of first seeing Hogan. And you could do the same. My first time seeing Hogan, and I'll be quick, was literally WCW, like right before he turned. Because I didn't grow up.
Yeah.
I was born in 88.
That's
so, like,
true.
he already was doing a lot of that stuff. And I was too young to see him as the Hulkster in, like, the early, like, late 80s, early 90s. I was a toddler. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah.
So my earliest memories
are
seeing him in, I'm a couple years older than you, yeah. My earliest memories are being a little kid, like, right as NWO was popping off.
Yeah.
And so, to me, by far,
it's
my
like
most cherished character work of his whole career is Hollywood.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people would agree with that, honestly.
I think his work as Hollywood is better than that, but I just explained why I'm biased.
Right.
And, like, I get it, you know? It's different. People that are older than me that grew up through, they were little kids in the mid 80s and stuff.
Yes.
He's a god to them.
Yes, for sure.
So.
Yeah, he was like an American icon. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's part of Americana.
Yes.
He's part of Americana.
Yes, dude. When you think of America, it's like
pop culture,
dude. Yeah. Eagles, bald eagles, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Beers, barbecues,
and Hulk Hogan, and taking your vitamins and saying your prayers and shit.
Yeah, dude.
All that stuff that he for sure was doing much more than that.
Yeah, you know, all the time you get like Reddit, like wrestling boards, they'll post like, who was the champion when you were born, and you know what I mean? And it's like every
answer, Hulk Hogan.
Most people are like, it's Hogan. Yeah, because he was carrying the title for so long.
Yep, and you'll see stints around that, like Andre the Giant, or no, I don't think Andre was.
Andre had to have had.
He had to have been. I don't know 100% because it was right before my time of watching. You know.
Yeah, I actually never really looked that up.
That's one thing that I think about sometimes. It's like Andre the Giant. I never got to see work live.
Yeah,
and by live I mean just even on like a live pay-per-view or something.
Right.
Yeah, obviously in person, hell no.
Let's see. Maybe I can.
I mean, when he died, I was 5. No, I was 4.5 when he died. I hadn't even turned 5 yet. January something 93, I think that said.
Yeah, let's see if I can pull that up real quick. There we go.
Yeah, hell yeah. See, I love being able to do shit like this too.
Yeah,
and we're just on Wikipedia. It's no big deal. You know?
WWF heavyweight champion.
Okay, so he was a one-time heavyweight champ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it going, there's no way Andre wasn't WWF champion at some point.
Yeah.
He was. I would love to know more about that.
Yeah. I mean, I just haven't, it's like in 91, like I said, Hogan was the champ, and, the thing was, he was big through most of my lifetime.
Yeah.
So it's like, you never knew anything different.
All the way through TNA.
It's just wild, dude.
Yeah.
And to think, like I said, to us, it was just a kind of out of nowhere thing.
Yeah.
But, it happens to everybody, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's cool hearing like stories about him.
I think I love that. I think that's the right way to handle it, is for people that are fans of wrestling to just share stories of moments of Hogan's career that they like.
It doesn't need to all be about you know what I mean?
We all know the shit he did as a real guy, and he's been judged for it, and that's okay, and he deserved to be judged for it. However, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
think the big difference is you're talking about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
About.
I love Hulk Hogan. I don't fucking know Terry Bollea.
Right.
So I don't care. To me, he might be a shitbag. He might be a racist. He might not be. I have no opinion because I don't know.
Yeah.
I only can go by what I saw, and it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible either.
Right.
I can tell you one thing. Benoit murdered his fucking family. And I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. A little bit more intense.
Yeah.
And, so I don't know. I don't see Hogan as like a Benoit thing. Not even close.
No, that's a different situation.
I think he was, I think that he's a,
it's just one of those
in my
things
memory and in my lifetime, he will always be the bad guy to Sting's Crow Run, which is like my favorite thing ever in wrestling.
Sure.
So he will always have a special place in my heart and in my mind for being that bad guy.
Yeah.
In that.
It's just a thing, I feel like we have to talk about,
Yep, have to. And should. And everybody in the industry should. Yeah. We all owe everything we have to Hogan. I don't know how you argue it.
Yeah. No, you
know, same with Vince. Vince is a well-known, way scummier guy than Hogan, at least as far as we know. As far as like what we actually know, without a doubt, Vince is a wicked, creepy scumbag guy.
Mm-hmm.
We wicked know that. But same deal. I will thank him when he goes.
Yeah.
For giving us all the memories.
Sad time for the Hulkamaniacs.
Sad time for Hulkamaniacs, and a valid one at that.
It's like
but
he's one of those guys like I've talked about before on here. Like some people like you will just talk to your parents will know.
Oh yeah,
who
if
Hulk
I ask
Hogan
my mom
is or whatever, you know,
who's the first pro wrestler you think of? Guaranteed she goes Hulk Hogan.
It's a cultural icon like Ali, or you know what I mean.
Having said that, my mom did watch wrestling with us growing up because we were demanding it go watch every week, and so my mom would be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch it with you."
But it's like I said too. It's like
so
you could go, you could travel halfway around the world and they'd still recognize this
go
guy.
any country. Yep, they're gonna go.
So,
yeah, I don't. know this.
Yeah. Rip. R.I.P.
Also, Suburban Commando, underrated. That shit was cool. We loved that shit when we were kids. Undertaker's in it, and he's like, "You're a dead man, Ramsey." Dude, I love that shit. Yeah. Anyways, had to talk. Obviously, have to talk about Hogan. Have to pay respects.
So
The Rock put out a wicked cool tribute to him.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was good. Everybody should check that out.
So what's the deal with Ron Killings?
I don't know. Where is he?
Yeah, where is he?
I don't know, man. I don't like it though.
I don't get it. They did all this like, you know, the fans are like, we want, you know, and they're not chanting like we want truth anymore. So maybe if you did that,
I don't know what it is. Hopefully they have a plan. Again, I'm not sure. So
completely disappeared. And so what is he doing?
Last
like sitting
I saw
and catering?
Him, he was
is he just eating?
To a couple other guys like Carmelo or something.
Well, yeah. Yes. But like, I just don't get it. I don't get the whole thing. You're going to bring him back to do what? Now you're paying him again.
Maybe they want him to, they want to try to make an attraction out of him and do it differently. So they need him to be showing up every once in a while. I don't know, man.
I hope there's something.
Who knows?
Planned.
Hopefully he didn't get injured or something. But I bet if he did, we'd know.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on the WWE end of things.
Yeah, there is. So last, I want to say this real quick.
Yeah,
it might be a talking point you have. Speaking of weird shit at WWE, Jelly Roll. So last week I came on here and was like, man, you couldn't pay me to give a fuck about this guy, right? And everything worked out in a way to perfectly make me go, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So few things I found out since
the tide is changing a little there.
They turned on Travis Scott and he's gone.
He's gone.
Goodbye.
Yep.
And then Jelly Roll got interviewed and completely changed my mind because he's like, oh, I've already also lost like 200 pounds and I'm in the gym nonstop. I'm addicted to this wicked bad. And not only am I going to do this and try to do a good job, I am hard bit by the bug and I'm training to wrestle full time now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, never mind. We got another guy who is absolutely guaranteed to end up being a real one.
Yep.
And all it takes is he gives a fuck and
he
he's
just
doing it right.
Needs to actually care. Yeah.
As long as he cares,
and not pop Cody's eardrum or whatever.
Bad Bunny was the first guy that made me be like, you know, why do I care? You know, all I care about is that they're good enough to earn, and that doesn't mean being good in the ring, because if they're charismatic and they can at least be part of telling a match, any quality match.
I actually didn't mind watching I Show Speed get speared by.
I thought he did great
by Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I thought I Show Speed did great, and generally speaking, I like I Show Speed. I like what he does. It's not like I sit and watch his streams all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've never heard anything about him that made me go, this kid's a fucking bozo.
Right.
No, he seems like he's doing okay. Like he's made a ton of money and got wicked famous really quick.
Yeah.
And he's turning it into doing cool shit.
Does he even play games or what does he do? Like what does he do on streams?
He's a game streamer.
Oh.
Yep. I discovered him because of that game. What's it called? It's a rage bait game where you just climb forever. And he beat it and like was crying his eyes out when he beat it because of so much rage. But yeah, I was like, this kid's kind of funny. But then he's like,
there's something about him for some reason.
Athletic randomly.
He's for some reason there's like you're drawn to that kid for some reason.
And he seems like he's bought, like everything he's into seems like he's into cool shit. Like he's openly into video games and movies and anime and wrestling and shit. And he wears it on his sleeve and he doesn't give a fuck.
And the way they did the whole thing was cool at the Rumble. And
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool showing gorilla position and being like, dude's injured, you gotta go. And he's like, what the fuck?
It was
go. You were going.
I thought it was cool showing
he just gets power speed.
Him streaming the whole thing was what I thought was really cool.
See,
all the way through it.
He's a fan and he's bringing other shit to the table.
Yeah.
and he's bringing viewers and shit. And he wants to do something cool, and he doesn't have delusions of grandeur about it. He's not Mark for himself, so to speak. He's not coming in going, well, why couldn't I take this guy? Go fuck yourself. He's going, no, spear the shit out of me, break my ribs. And then Braun's like, I'm gonna spear the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Spear the shit out of me, and got destroyed.
Yeah, and it was
afterwards, it's like that was so fucking awesome.
This is the kind of thing that
we got one, dude.
I think it's like it was believable too. Like he maybe dumped a couple guys, and then it's like
he's a guy that is so athletic that I guarantee if he actually tried to learn how to wrestle, I bet he could do it.
I'm sure, yeah.
Because he's athletic. Problem is, he's not a big guy.
Right.
And then it's like, well, what do you do then, But he could do backflips and splits and shit like that. So he could probably work a higher flying style.
You'd have to, yeah.
I mean, Logan is fast, so he'd have to use his speed.
Well, Logan's not big. He's just he's getting there.
He could literally just be called I Show Speed.
Logan's
like everyone knows who he is.
Thinner guy, and he's not like a giant built
freak
guy.
Of freaks.
He's in great shape.
Though, dude.
Yeah,
he's a crazy story.
He's tall. You know what I mean? I don't know how tall Logan is, but he
to
is
me,
like
Logan
a
Paul
dude.
doesn't. He's an anomaly. He's not even in the famous person first category to me, like a Jelly Roll or a Bad Bunny or something. He's this whole other thing where he just randomly found wrestling, and it was his destiny to do it.
And it started like that. Because people,
and
the way people approach it,
time contract.
Yeah, you look at it and you go, "Oh, Logan Paul, like I don't want to watch this or whatever."
Who gives a shit? He makes you go, "I've got to see this guy."
You can't deny that dude anymore.
No, and I think generally people just have realized, he's not going anywhere because he doesn't need the money.
Yeah,
he don't need the money.
Yeah,
so he's choosing to put his body on the line full time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to it. And he's had injuries and come back from them and shit.
Yeah,
he's paid his dues at this point.
Yeah,
and he's gonna keep paying them. I don't know if he's done paying them, but expect to see this fucking kid be world champ. Period.
Yeah,
Logan Paul is going to be a world champ.
He's already been U.S. champ, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
deservedly so.
Yeah.
What feud has he had that wasn't good?
I just like
what feud?
What is his schedule like?
I don't know.
He's got so much other stuff going on. Yeah, he does.
He does his podcast out of hotel rooms and on the road now.
Yeah.
He has his boy with him 24/7.
They signed a deal too with WWE, so that's
The podcast is now on WWE programming. He's all in on WWE, man.
Yeah.
I think he's legit going to end up being a lifer.
I could see it.
The way he talks about it, he's like, this has completely changed everything for me. It changed my whole life. It feels like I found what I should have been doing the whole time.
Yep.
It's like, it looks like you did, dude.
Well, it is. It's
same
exactly
with Kurt
what
Angle.
He's an entertainer. It's exactly what he should be doing.
Yeah. He is this generation.
And he's an athlete. Well, yeah.
Because Angle was wicked famous, too. He was a national hero, literally an Olympic gold medalist.
Mm-hmm.
So famous for a way different reason,
but
famous nonetheless. When he came to wrestling, it was like he was supposed to be doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
To the point where people talk about Angle like he's legit one of the greatest in-ring workers ever. And he's a guy that didn't spend his whole life training to be a wrestler.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, kind of he did.
He was a wrestler.
But pro wrestler is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I feel like Logan's something special, man.
Yeah.
Piece of trash human. Good. Boo his ass. And it's just hand over fist, bro. The money.
I was watching Unreal because I've seen the whole thing now.
I'm so glad you brought it up. I haven't seen it all yet. I've seen one episode, the first episode, and I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah. It showed Speed after the Rumble, and Logan's like back there. Mm-hmm. And he sees the whatever's going on with Speed's leg.
He got fucked up.
Yeah, and Logan's like, drink some Prime, you'll be all right. Oh my god, dude, Logan!
He gets it, bro. He gets it. He gets it.
He's like always on.
I love it. Speaking of young guys that are gonna be Hall of Famers someday, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Did you see the video that's going around of him showing up in Mexico for AAA?
Oh yeah,
bro,
that was wild.
That's one of the biggest pops I've ever heard.
Yeah, and he did the R-Truth thing, basically with the.
Yeah. He ambushed a dude. Was it Vikingo that he ambushed?
Yeah, I think
it
so.
It was, right?
It was like somebody's phone footage or something like that.
The footage that's going around was phone footage. But I think the guy he was ambushing is that Vikingo dude who's wicked good. Wicked good. We'll be seeing his ass on WWE.
Dude, man, that was absolutely crazy, though. You
the second he pulls off the mask.
Yeah.
It's like the speakers on his phone are
I mean, I could play it, I guess. I don't know if we'd get dinged for that, but
I don't know.
I don't know if it's really WWE's footage, though.
It's not. It's random fan footage, so you probably could. Yeah.
I did post it on our stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't have to watch that right now, but that kid. Oh my God, dude. Dominic Mysterio is just he's the chosen one, man. To me, he is our best bet of young guys getting to a Cena level in the business.
Yeah.
After the current generation ages out.
Oh, yeah.
And you start to see guys like LA Knight and Cody and Roman and Drew McIntyre and stuff when they get to the point in their careers where they're like starting to transition to being backstage guys or whatever. Because I'm sure some of them will. Others will probably retire. Or others will go to acting and stuff. Someday, Dom is gonna be the face of the deal.
Yeah, he's
too good, man.
Man, he's like I think you could even. He just seems like he can. Yeah, he can just do everything though. Like he's really good as a heel, and he's super loved as a heel. And then you turn him into a baby face.
He's super over.
And then he's immediately
his character. Over. He's found his character.
Yeah,
his character is legitimately wicked cool. He's like a mix between Eddie and a few other guys. He reminds me a lot of Eddie. He reminds me of Ray.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of even some stuff that Jericho did back in his early days when he was part of that squad.
Yeah.
He almost, to me, Dom feels like an amalgamation of everything that made that round table of guys that were the WCW Cruiserweight division meets WWE main eventers.
And it makes sense.
Like a Dean Malenko, a Chavo, an Eddie, a Ray, even a Benoit.
Why wouldn't it be, though? He grew up around that. He was literally in the ring when he was a kid.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah. He grew up watching those guys who were all of his dad's best friends and shit,
Shit, some of us grew up watching it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Some of these younger kids,
But you think about one of the things I think that's really important with WWE that I don't think we talk about a ton is that one of the things that makes it unique and it is immortal now is the lore. The lore that's baked into it.
Yeah,
and
we talk about it a lot.
I think that with the lore, Dominic is in a unique spot.
Yeah.
Because he has been on camera in front of us since he was a child. And so the feeling that it's going to hit, the way it's going to hit for us that have been watching him since he was a little kid, when he finally wins the world title, it is going to happen.
Yeah.
It is absolutely inevitable. When he finally wins the big one, it's going to be impossible not to cheer for it. Impossible.
It's going to be crazy seeing where that landscape is when he does get to that point. Yep. You know what I mean?
And he's already had so many memorable moments that are career defining.
Yeah.
The work between him, Liv, and Rhea, the stuff with his dad.
And the thing is,
his first match ever was Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
What?
Well, the thing is, you're going to have some of these guys are going to start to be gone. Obviously Cena and some of the Orton, some of these guys are going to be gone. So even maybe Cody, you know what I mean? Yeah. So who's going to be the guy that's carrying the title? Who's he going to take it from?
Who's the guy 10 years from now?
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
You got to look at it. Dom is in his mid-20s right now or some shit. Yeah. It's going to be Dom.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to see, man. I really can't. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even be mad.
I don't want to rush there, but it's just going to be so
That's what I mean. It's you can put a rocket on him whenever you want.
Whenever you're ready, he's going to be the guy.
Yep. I think, dude, I'm just excited for all that. Dom is so over. That video, crazy. I think Triple H was like, this kid has aura.
Next level, man.
And he really does, dude. It's a lot of it's character work, too. He doesn't have to be in the ring that much.
It's majority character work.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah. And that's what's sad is it's not sad. That's not the word. But that's what's crazy is that he's so over based on 80% character work, 20% actual matches.
Yeah, sure.
But when he's in matches, he's incredible.
Yeah.
He's so good, dude.
Yeah, he never really fumbles anything. You don't see anything like
and
wild botches.
His timing is natural. He was just born to do it, you know? You could tell he spent his entire life in rings.
He has expressions and like the way
and I don't know that he has.
He knows how to work the crowd.
Like
yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, he just gets it at a really high level, and it's so obvious.
Yeah.
And he seems so comfortable with it, like it's no big deal to him.
I don't know if I have anything I jotted down about him. I'm just looking because we're talking about him already. But
yeah.
SummerSlam's start tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah. SummerSlam is tomorrow. And Sunday. First 2-day SummerSlam ever. I love that. I think that SummerSlam specifically is the event that feels right.
I like it.
If you're gonna take, so there's always gonna be the big four: SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Mania. Right? Those are like the big four of the year, in my opinion, as a viewer who's been following WWE for
they're
decades.
landmarks.
They're the landmark centerpiece events that are the big ones, right?
Right.
If you're gonna eventually make them all 2 nights, which I think they should, I think they can, especially because Survivor Series is now War Games as well, right? It's like Survivor Series War Games. I love that. I think it's genius. Just make it night 1, women's War Games is the main event. Night 2, women's or men's War Games main event, or vice versa, right? And then Royal Rumble, you do the same thing. Night 1, women's Rumble's main event. Night 2, whatever, men's Royal Rumble. Either one. You know what I mean?
It's tough because like sometimes you have these 2-night cards and
they're a lot. It's a lot to digest.
It's a lot to have to book. It's a lot to have to watch. You know, like even with Mania, it's like I had people over here, and then you're like, it's 2 nights, so you can come back over tomorrow, and it's like people are like, what? I don't have that. It's like, are you
totally agree? We were like scheduling around our weekend for it and shit, and it's
your whole weekend.
It's a whole
especially
weekend,
because you have Friday Night SmackDown, then you have Monday Night Raw after it, and it's like.
But that's why I say if you're gonna start making pay-per-views 2-night spectacles, right? The move is at the most to keep it to the big four. And then my further point
I wouldn't even be mad if it's just these two.
Well, honestly. That's what it was. My further point is if you're only going to do one other of the big four as a 2-night thing, SummerSlam's the one.
It is, yeah.
SummerSlam's the one. Kids are home from school.
Yeah, SummerSlam is there, like, it's not
that kids don't have weekends.
It's not halfway, but it feels like it's there.
Not halfway through the year to Mania, but it feels like
it's their kind of midway
because
show.
From here, we'll start to build out the rest of the year. At least this year, it's going to all be about Cena, and it should.
Yeah,
and then Rumble's in January, and
Cena,
the road to WrestleMania begins.
And Cena doesn't go to WrestleMania; he only goes to the end of the calendar year, so it's not.
Yeah, so that Rumble's going to be the first Rumble post Cena being gone.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I'm going to cry my eyes out when he retires.
Yeah, that whole thing's going to be wild.
He's like the guy of my lifetime,
Yeah, of course.
Like when I was a little kid, it was briefly Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart kind of competing for that spot.
Yeah.
And obviously WCW had NWO and Sting and stuff like that. But in WWE lore, it was like briefly those guys, and then it was Shawn or Stone Cold and The Rock, you know? And then after Stone Cold and The Rock, it was fucking Cena for like 20 years.
When I was a kid, like kind of casually watching, it was Stone Cold and The Rock for sure. Yep. And then like...
And there's a gap. I understand.
Once I started really getting into wrestling, it was Cena. And that was, Thugonomics, Cena.
Yes.
And
as soon as he started doing the Thugonomics
that was right when he...
It was like, oh, this guy's the guy.
Yeah.
And he just was the guy forever after that.
Yep.
Forever, dude. All through my teenage years, all through my 20s. Yeah. He was the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's just been a staple for all that time. It's kind of wild. And that's, a thing we were talking about with Hogan. When you can do that for that long, dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a shame, like Cody, Cody's one of those guys that probably could have done that if he would have found this character and, had his opportunities.
Earlier,
But, Cody's going to be able to carry a lot of this company for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
He is the guy right now. He is the guy. The company tells you he
Make
is.
no mistake about
Everybody in the company tells you he is.
Right.
Make no mistake about it. He is the guy.
I mean, obviously he'll get the title back once this.
He doesn't need it, though.
You know, I don't think he does, but I think they're going to want it on him.
Sure, he'll have. I think that's runs. The way they just like all of the guys, the quarterbacks or whatever of history. They don't always have the belt the whole time.
Right.
But they don't need it because it's understood without communication. The audience just realizes, oh, this is the guy.
It's just the way they use the WWE title, though. You know,
yes.
That's just the World Heavyweight Championship to me is like, this is the best performer right now. Like I think the WWE title is more like, here's the poster boy.
Here's our quarterback. Yeah, I agree so. I agree so
and
much.
I think he probably will have a title run again. Why not?
Yeah, but I'm certain he will.
You know, it's like, it's going to be.
But so he's like, I mean, look at guys like Undertaker. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't know that you would
immediately
off the top of your head say to yourself,
how many titles
that
did
guy
Undertaker
was
have?
the guy, right? Nobody looks at Taker as the guy at any one point in his run, but he's like one of the guys ever, though, and is in a different role that's equally as important, where he's not the quarterback, but he's a guy that, in my mind, is a guy like what Orton is right now, a guy like what Punk is right now, where Punk, I don't think, is necessarily the guy right now. Cody is, right? But Punk's role is to be like a Taker.
Yes.
And so is Orton.
Yeah.
Where it's like these guys are, everything they do is
Taker,
for legacy now. Taker was a legacy building only for years.
WWE champion.
Yep.
World Heavyweight champion 3 times. Hardcore champion 1 time.
Everybody was hardcore back in the day. Everybody had it at least once.
World Tag Team champion 6 times. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Once with Austin, once with Rock, twice with Big Show, twice with Kane.
Bro, I get the Kane thing. Like, I would have never thought he was.
WCW
that's
tag
some
team
wild trivia shit. Right
impossible
there.
To me.
I would never have guessed.
The Slammy Awards are so funny. A 15-time Slammy award.
I know. I love how that's like an accolade.
Yeah. Okay. And he won LFG season 1. The guy can't. He just can't stop. Like, I remember seeing a Hidden Treasures or something. What was or Lost Treasures or whatever it's called? The A&E show where WWE guys go looking for lost gear and stuff. It's wicked cool. Wicked cool
I've never even seen that.
But there's one where the guy who was the host with him, which is his name's AJ something. He's in TNA now. He's good. I like that guy. He was like a co-host dude, and he was with Taker, and they went to Kane's house. I don't know. It's like,
was it a WWE show?
Yeah, WWE show on A&E. WWE AEW A&E Lost. Type in Lost something. Lost Treasures. Is that what it's actually called? Most Wanted Treasures. Yeah, this show is absolutely incredible. It's wicked cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's still going. I think it had 3 seasons. But the last season ended.
It looks like it was short.
It looks like it was 5 episodes, yeah. And it happened last year, so. But yeah, Undertaker and Kane, that one. They pull out an old pair of boots. And they're talking about the boots. He's like, you see this? You see this right here? He's talking to the young guy. The co-guy. He's like giving him career advice. He's like, look at this. He's like, I want you to notice this. Notice how the heel of the boot is nice and fresh, but the toe is worn out. He goes, that means this boot was like this, pitting more than it was like this, getting pinned by a lot. yeah. That shit's wicked funny. Taker winning LFG. I'm like, of course, brother, those boots. He's got his boot pointing down always, dude.
Yeah, he was.
It's so funny.
You know, Taker's team on that show was really good. So
yeah, dude, LFG was cool as hell.
Yeah, and they did start another season, and they're doing
it again. They're doing it again.
They started another season like immediately.
They rotated out Mickey James with Michelle McCool, and I'll say this: I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
it doesn't faze me. I'd like to see other people get rotated out. Also, keep the show format and bring in other guys to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Have Mick Foley do it. I don't know that he'd be good at all. I think it'd be wicked sketchy. Because I think I don't know.
I like
how
Bully
that
Ray.
goes.
I think he's great.
I think Bully. I've always liked him
as a coach.
Yeah, I like Bubba Ray Dudley a lot,
Yeah.
and Devon, and there, dude. Jeez, we have notes, but everything's leading into shit we got to talk about because there's too much going on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon showed up on
Slammiversary.
TNA.
Yeah.
And challenged the Hardys to one more match. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That has to get watched.
Yeah.
That has to.
That's gonna be sweet. Yeah, that was Slammiversary.
I hope that goes well, man. That is crazy.
The match was good too before that.
The Hardy match.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll shoehorn that in real quick. I am gonna talk a little bit about Slammiversary.
Sure.
But,
yeah. Yep.
Well, let's just go to it now. Okay.
Let's talk about whatever we got for notes for Slammiversary. We'll go there.
So they honestly, the match was really good. It was a ladder match.
Sure.
And so at one point, all the ladders are like busted because everybody's gone through them or whatever and landed on them. And so Jeff goes to the outside, and he he talks to like a production guy or something, and the guy gives him like a controller. It's like a I don't know. I guess it's a controller, but it drops a ladder from the rafters.
What?
A small, it's like, you know how like you'd have like an escape ladder, like an emergency escape ladder that you'd like drop off a balcony or something. It was that, and it dropped down, and Jeff climbed it to win. It was kind of wild.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was kind of a clever thing that like I never really thought about.
They broke all the ladders and went, we have a plan B.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. Like I was like, I don't know if that was like, if that's always a thing, if that's always there, or if it was just.
Hey man, sorry, we broke the ladders. Plan B. You got to drop the thing.
Maybe they do have that.
Maybe they do. In the event that they're like, fuck, we don't have any more ladders.
They do all break.
We got to pull out the backup.
Yeah, because I've never seen that. Maybe that's happened before. I don't know.
I don't remember ever seeing that shit.
It's
so that's
just
cool
another thing you like. You know, Jeff Hardy's just known for ladder matches. The Hardys in general.
That poor bastard.
Yeah.
They had such good ladder matches early in their career that now people are like, you got to do another TLC. What?
Yeah.
He's 50.
Get in there.
He's going, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's tough.
Do a swanton off the big one again. Yep. Fuck you, dude.
He did one swanton. It didn't break the ladder or whatever.
Yeah.
So he goes to the other corner and does it again, like within like a 20-second span.
Dude, he's crazy to have a major injury, dude. He seems like he's in a good spot right now, too.
But Jeff just has the balls. He's just going to do that stuff anyway. He knows what they expect from him, and he doesn't. I don't think he.
And
minds.
He knows he can do it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's.
He's one of the greatest. Like, man,
if he really didn't want to do it, he doesn't have to. You know.
Yeah. Jeff's a guy that I think if he could have, and it's no disrespect to him at all. I am such a big Jeff Hardy fan.
Yeah, he was one of the big ones.
But if he could have kept clean, if he could have dealt with the pain and dealt with the stuff and kept himself clean,
my
God, he would have been such a giant star in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
or elsewhere, wherever. And he still was a big star.
He still
had a great career and still was a big star.
Even a run as a solo guy,
He was just so good and so loved.
I remember that time period too. It was weird, like Matt split and he did the Matt Hardy
2.0. I loved Hardy
like
2.0, dude. It was
Titan
so
Tron
funny.
With the website.
Yeah, I loved that shit. It was so greasy.
Yeah, dude.
I thought his character was cool.
Matt obviously went through a lot of stuff with the Lita thing and the Edge thing.
Of course. That feud was sick though.
Yeah, yeah.
As a kid who didn't know shit.
Yeah.
And would have never thought to myself, man, that has to actually suck behind the scenes though.
Yes.
It has to be painful for him, you know?
I think at the time
fucking whip his ass, who cares?
At the time I was like, I don't even know if this is real or not. But
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
It was.
It ended up being real, which is dicey shit, but
pretty much was all real.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember watching that interview not too long ago. Where Lita's sitting on the show and Matt calls in. Man, that was wild.
So back to Slammiversary though.
Yeah,
I didn't get to catch all of it. I heard it was a good pay-per-view though.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean it's Slammiversary. That's their big show, so obviously they wanted to go all out for it.
Cool, man.
Bully Ray shows up after that match and challenges them, and then they have. Yeah. So I guess that is going to be their last match, which is cool. Devon coming back and all that stuff.
Man. I hope Devon's good for it. And
it's a shame you couldn't get Edge and Christian, but they're in a thing in AEW right now, so
which is looking like it's gonna be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it. The other thing on Slammiversary, though, I'm sure you have noted, is AJ Styles.
Yes. Yeah, that was
No,
cool.
that's
And,
cool,
you know,
man.
I was kind of, I think a lot of people are expecting him to come out and like
Wrestle
cut
or
a
something.
promo to set a matchup or like
Yeah.
whatever. But it
And
wasn't,
instead-
it was just a return. You
I
know
think
what I mean?
it was just, I don't know if, I think he probably wasn't even thinking match the whole time based on what he said and how he came out. It seemed like he was just like emotional.
He was
about
just
the whole
happy
thing
to be there.
and
you know?
just really, really wanted to get a chance to go out there and thank people in TNA audience. Because TNA made him, man. You're talking about one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
And he was
People are never going to be
and benefited so much from his TNA run, man.
People are never going to be upset to see the guy.
No, I think AJ Styles is legit one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I love AJ. The shit he's doing with Dom is wicked good right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that's a good pairing too.
Yeah, it is. And the match is going to just be lights out.
That's what because it's
Are
AJ's
you
the perfect
kidding
guy
me?
for that.
Styles versus Dom.
Exactly.
I watch it every day.
It's going to be perfect because then you can put him over against AJ. Like AJ is the perfect guy to like, you know.
Dude, oh my God.
And he's done a lot. Dude, AJ's
much.
done a lot since he's come back, like,
what a
to
fucking
put
career,
guys
bro.
over. Yeah, you got to give him that. Jericho's like one of the only other guys that I've seen like give that much for the younger talent. You know what I mean?
And people try to be like, fuck Jericho, he's washed and all this shit. He's been out right now. He's getting in wicked crazy shape.
Yeah.
And
Jericho's just the guy.
How do you even try to say he hasn't done an insane amount to try to build literally every single star that AEW has?
Yeah, the stuff he did with Kevin Owens.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, dude, everything he touched was just he'd turn it into just gold.
And
it was
in AEW though, fucking Inner Circle was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
He's doing the learning tree thing.
He helped build Orange Cassidy. He helped build Darby. He helped build he helped build Hangman. He worked with Moxley.
Sure.
He helped build MJF.
Mm-hmm.
Who has he been fucking fuck this guy to? What?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Dude, I love Jericho.
Is a god, bro.
Yeah.
He is also one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
I know. He gets a lot of shit, but I don't care. I fucking love Jericho.
God, no, I don't give a fuck. I will always, and my wife also, her favorite shit of all time of Jericho by miles is her or is Jericho with Kevin Owens. And the list.
Dude, the list was incredible. That was the best shit.
I loved the list and loved him with the Owens so much. That's one of my favorite things he's ever done. But me and my brother have loved Jericho since we first saw him on WCW because the Cruiserweight division. Mm-hmm. And then he did the shit with Ralphus and shit. That was so good.
Well, it's another guy who's been around for as long as we've been.
Forever. Yeah. He's such a legendary figure in the industry.
Yeah. So Slammiversary was great. It opened with Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. That was cool.
Hell yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I forgot these guys are around here.
Oh, dude, Mustafa Ali is
that was
incredible.
A really good match. And then Cutler James from LFG, which we just talked about, he was in an 8-man tag match.
Oh shit! Okay.
So that was kind of sweet because and I didn't really think about any of that stuff because you're like, oh, he's on LFG's the Performance Center. You'd think he's going to go to NXT, and it's like, oh, they can just send him to TNA.
TNA.
Like,
and I'm sure he's probably, because he's LFG, he might be on one of those like the developmental deals with WWE or whatever. So TNA doesn't even have to worry about paying him.
Right.
They might have
I'm sure they
separate pay or something, but even still they have a talent relationship going on.
Right.
It's just so cool.
It's the kind of stuff I don't think about when it's
so
like,
cool.
I don't know. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
Cutler James. Live in a world right now where there's talent deal with WWE guys, though.
It's so cool.
Of any capacity. And I want to be crystal clear. We're talking a lot about how cool and the shit that WWE is doing right now. Yeah. AEW's been kicking ass right now. Like, ever since their big pay-per-view, it felt like a shift, and it continues to feel like a shift.
Yes. You could have got away with the Hardys in the in Team 3D on a WWE show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have. WWE or TNA.
I don't even know. It's probably on a TNA show. I didn't really.
Yeah.
But you can do that. That's what's crazy.
That's the beauty of it.
They could have just said, "Hey, SummerSlam." You know what I mean?
They could have went. If you guys are doing that match, it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah,
let's do it
totally
here.
Wild.
Let's do it here.
Let's see. Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana.
Incredible.
Good match too, dude. I thought it was
Trick
good.
is so good, dude.
Mm-hmm. And then
another
Trick,
guy,
and then Trick got choke slammed.
He's gonna have a huge career
on NXT. Taker showed up.
Taker, yeah.
That was wild.
That was
too.
sick.
Taker
definitely
he just can't stay out of the ring.
I'm
dude.
going. Please don't wrestle a match.
He can't stay out of the ring.
Please don't wrestle a match. But I don't think he will. I don't mind him showing up and being hard and stuff.
Cameos.
And working with guys.
Yeah, little cameos
and stuff. Same with like Austin. I wouldn't mind it.
Dude, that guy I think he just sees a ring and he goes,
I have to get in that ring.
Yeah, I gotta get in that thing.
Yeah, it's his life's work, man. It's the love of his
life.
Well,
and then he's doing LFG training people. Dude, it's like
good. We need guys like that to be training guys,
for sure.
Because it's not like talent are gonna have to take every single thing he says and run with only that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but you just have this collective of guys that are the best guys ever from the prior generations, and they're actually actively involved in instilling the knowledge. And what I love that Triple H said about that too is that they're gonna train these guys to that level, and then they're gonna let them do what they do with their careers. And if they end up leaving and going to AEW, there you go. It's okay. Go to AEW and make money with them, but draw money and make this business better and continue it going. And that's what they're worried about. They're not worried about rigging it so every single guy only ends up in WWE. They're like, if people are dead set on getting out of our program and going to AEW, we're going to let them do it.
Yep.
And better for AEW, better for the industry. Who cares? It's better for the industry.
Mm-hmm.
You need a system where guys can get the level of training they need for things everywhere to elevate.
Yep.
And there's more than one. There's more than one.
We talk about like how there's, when you watch Unreal on Netflix, it's like you looked in gorilla position on any given show, and it's like all these guys are, they're Billy Kidman and like
the timekeeper. Abyss.
Abyss
is
the
major producer and is apparently wicked good.
Yeah.
And well liked backstage.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find the I saw an infographic recently of all the guys that were like retired performers that work for them.
Oh yeah.
But I can't. I don't know.
I know we're looking at it right now.
I'm never gonna find it. It was on like
now it's gonna be 100 pages deep.
It was on like Reddit or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's really cool seeing that because who knows the business better than these guys? You know what I mean?
I want to know who.
And if you're a match producer, of course you want a guy that's been in there a million times.
Absolutely.
And Abyss was around for a long time.
What's cool about Abyss, though,
Chris Park,
is I love seeing stories like that where you go, okay, this guy, he was a big deal in TNA.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking that. But he never really got his WWE run,
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people thought he was good enough to be a major player in WWE. But he just never timed out, never worked out. He never got there. I don't know all the details behind the scenes. I don't care. It don't matter.
Yeah.
The fact that he is now a producer backstage and he's producing main event matches. Like the first episode, they show him as the producer for Punk versus Rollins to close the main event of the first Netflix episode ever of Raw. Yeah. That's a wicked high pressure spot, and he only went over 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, and like Bruce Pritchard's all pissed about it. And it's
you're on Netflix. Seem like he was mega pissed about it though.
He was a little passive aggressive.
He was passive aggressive, but then he
was overproduced.
He goes to Regal after, and he just goes, "Is he pissed at me?" And Regal, he's like, "I just wanted to do right by the boss or whatever." And Regal goes, "Oh, who gives a shit?"
He's like, "Yeah,
it was great. It was perfect. You should be proud."
Yeah, it's weird seeing that because you're like, okay, yeah, so they're under a lot of stress to hit a certain time point.
Yes.
Right. But like also like, is it really you're on Netflix? So is Netflix really gonna be mad that you went 2 minutes over? No, probably not.
I don't know what that looks like or what their deal is like,
It's like
but for a live event that doesn't have other live events around
if it's Saturday night's main event,
I bet they don't care that much.
Well, yeah, but if it's Saturday night's main event on NBC or whatever. Yeah, I get that because you have programming in the next slot. With Netflix, who cares? You're streaming it.
Yeah, I think, and this is just obviously I'm just.
What would Netflix complain about more content?
Completely speculating here. I think that they are trying to still be pricks about time with stuff like that because of the mindset of the wrestlers. Because they know that with Raw now, there is no time constraint, but they don't want the wrestlers to get in their heads that there's no time constraint, because then it'll start a tidal wave of every single match. Everyone goes, let's just go
pushing, doing liberties.
And that can't happen. They do still need to pace the show correctly.
Sure.
So I think that's why I say Bruce probably isn't going to get in a fucking ton of trouble or anything.
Bruce has been around for a while too, so he's school.
Probably just going, you're good. You did a great job. Don't worry about it.
But do it this
But also, we are still going to try to hit marks.
Yeah, and they were talking about how they cut things and all that stuff. And the match, like on TV, you don't know.
You don't notice, and the match is just incredible.
Right. It was a great match.
And it was a great match, yeah.
Some of the shots on that show were really cool. Like the Royal Rumble. Yeah. There's a shot of I believe it's Charlotte when she enters the Royal Rumble, and it's like showing it's moving forward in time, but it looks like one shot. It's really cool the way they do it. There's one for Logan too. Yeah, dude. I thought the documentary was good. I know people are like, people are split about it because they're like, well, it's produced by WWE. It's all a work. You know what I mean? It's
bullshit. Like, the only person I've heard say it's Meltzer. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. You're trash. I can't say it enough. I will never say anything about Meltzer other than he's the biggest fucking bozo ever in the business.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's not in the business. Fuck you.
Well, here's the reality.
Just some shot weirdo reporter guy.
It's like, they know they're on the camera, but like, that's not the point of the show.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Listen, my rule of thumb, I think it's the smartest rule of thumb if you're going to deal with following any of the surrounding hangers-ons that we're included in. Because we're just fans that do a podcast about it, and we've been fans for our whole lives, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly as much as Dave Meltzer, whether anybody likes it or not. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying it because we both don't work in the fucking industry.
Yeah, exactly. We are literally, I've watched the
it
same
my
show.
Whole life. He's watched it his whole life.
Yeah.
He's older than me, so he's got that much time over me. That's it. Other than that, the boys actively, openly say they've all lied to him for decades because they hate his guts and he's a fucking creep.
Right, and then he just pumps it out like I'm the first guy who said it.
Yep.
Check this out.
And his track record of saying stupid shit for decades
it's just constantly
is the deepest you've ever seen. Yeah. So he just has zero integrity, zero respect. He's a fucking parasite. And I don't give a rat's ass. I can't say it enough.
Yeah.
You couldn't make me listen. If I see wrestling coverage sites post opinions of him, my respect for that media goes away.
Well,
because it's like, dude, just stop posting.
And the difference is he posts things like they're fact, which is, I think for us, we're not saying this is a fact. This is going to happen.
Fuck,
you know what I mean?
I don't know shit.
We also don't.
Neither does he.
Yeah, exactly.
He thinks he does.
We're just like we're pure speculation. So it's like I don't think with him he's trying to say I have the inside scoop. And it's like,
and he doesn't
really.
And they go out of their way to make sure that not only does he not get the inside scoop,
bro, if I was booking,
they make sure he gets fake scoop.
Yeah, I would like either redirect him, or if he said something, I'd be like, we have to change the plans.
Yeah,
just to make it so he's wrong.
Whatever we do, it can't be what Meltzer thinks because it's a bad idea if he thinks it.
Wrestling Observer,
and he's
So SummerSlam, we got Fatu and Solo Sikoa in a cage match. That's gonna be sweet.
That's guaranteed. How much do you want to bet we see fucking Fatu do a moonsault off that cage?
Oh my god,
that's gonna be sketchy.
Yeah, I'm just worried. I don't want him to get hurt.
Right?
He's in a spot where he can't get hurt right now.
Oh, brother, he's the most over guy in his family, other than like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he's got a rocket underneath him right now.
Jay is super over too.
Yeah,
he is for sure. But Jacob's the next one, man.
Yep.
He is going to be a world champion.
The Cena contract signing was cool. I'm like, it was kind of weird. Like, so it's going to be a street fight now.
Yeah.
And it was weird because Cena didn't even sign the contract. Really?
That he didn't sign it.
Technically, he didn't. He was like unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why is that legal? Apparently in kayfabe, that's just legal.
I don't know what to think of that.
I was like, this is so weird because Cena was like refusing to sign it.
Yep.
And then he got
his ass
whooped.
Which I don't get why.
Well, it's a heel move.
Well, okay, that's fair.
That's
it is, yeah. Is. That's fair. That's fair.
And then Raw, so that was SmackDown, and I think that would have been a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then you got Raw. There was a really cool segment with Roman, Braun, and Bronson, and Paul Heyman, and it was interesting seeing like the bloodline could be babyface in this scenario if you really wanted it to be.
Oh, for sure.
And have it, sort of be against this Heyman faction.
Yeah, no question.
And I don't think they'd have any problem doing that.
Yeah, no, me neither, dude.
I think that'd be kind of cool because you need like the problem with these big factions is you need somebody to oppose them.
Yep.
With the numbers game.
That's right.
So it's like, what are you going to do?
It's either it works one of two ways. Either do it numbers game, which is great for like war games matches and stuff, right?
Or you have a hangman.
Or you have a hangman. Or you have like the best example of all time, in my opinion, Sting versus NWO. Where you have NWO. The goal is Hogan. But he's got all these other guys he's got to get through first. But the story is Sting's odyssey of moving through all these guys to get to the to Hogan.
Right. Yeah.
And the whole time he's pointing the bat at Hogan going, I'm coming for you.
I just thought it was a cool segment. Like, it gave me this weird bloodline babyface vibe. That's what it gave me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I don't have an issue with it.
Raw this week, there was Lyra came out, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, like what she needs to do, but it felt like her promo was flat as hell. It felt like she said a lot and said nothing at the same time.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think like when she first started feuding with Becky, I thought that was a great move.
Yeah,
it was doing great things for her. I think
it's just a shame because Lyra's really good.
She's very good,
and you want her to be able to grab people somehow. And it's just she's having a hard time doing that.
Yeah, I'm hoping post SummerSlam, everybody involved in that will kind of go into different stuff. Yeah. And she can start to go after something fresh. I think that's what she needs.
Yeah, she needs like some kind of reset.
I think, as a fan, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got
sometimes there's things
they've got something better.
Sometimes there's things you just can't teach though, right? It's like sometimes you just can't teach someone being good at just talking off of the top of your head or whatever,
Yeah.
So that's I just thought it was a tough situation. I looked at it and I was like,
I think people could get better at it as they get more comfortable.
I'm sure.
Though.
But some people
Orton's an unbelievable talker now. But there was a long time where he wasn't really considered a great talker. He was considered a god in the ring.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, you definitely see.
But now you would never say that he's bad on the mic. He's incredible on the mic now.
It's a tough skill.
It just took a time. I think.
How do you develop that?
I think it just clicks for people one day. It seems like all the great mic guys say that too. Like,
or they find their character.
They just like found their character and it just clicked, and now they just can do it.
I wonder what I'm just having a hard time figuring out what Lyra's character is. You know what I mean? It's like I have wings when I come in. You know,
I don't know.
Like,
that's like gear. I don't know.
It's like what is the character? Yeah. Why do I care about you? You know,
she's in Dominic Mysterio phase 1. And we're waiting for her to figure out what her phase 2 is going to be. It happens to everybody, you know? It's like Austin came in as a ringmaster. It wasn't until he found Stone Cold, right?
Sure.
Rocky came in as Rocky Maivia. It wasn't until he found The Rock.
It's just that you Becky don't know Lynch, that she's going to find it, you know?
Yeah. The hope is she will, you know? You just have to give her time to find it. But how much time is too much time or not enough time? And that's, as a fan, I can sit here and go, yeah, I wonder what the balance is on that. And, we can discuss it.
Right.
But, I mean, hopefully WWE knows because it's their fucking life's work to know.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be the best at it.
I think with the rest of Raw, I don't know. It was fine. You know what I mean?
It was one of the episodes that's like, this is okay.
It's,
It was
the
acceptable, but it oh my God.
Punk thing was good.
Yes.
But, it was just hyping up the match.
Dude, Punk is on since he came back from injury. Oh my God. He's doing the best work of his career, I think. I legit think it's the best. His feud with Drew was the best feud of the year.
I think what made his character even more compelling is that he's a lot more loose with. He's letting his real personality come out more.
Yes.
Versus just being CM Punk. I think you're seeing Phil Brooks more.
Yes.
And I think that's helping him a lot.
It's been so good, man.
Yeah.
It's been so good. I'm so happy to see it. It's been so good.
I did watch Dynamite. I watched it last night.
Okay. Yeah,
that was a good show.
Watch it yet.
There was a rematch, Hangman and
Moxley. Right? Yeah.
And everyone's banned from ringside. So it's really just supposed to be one-on-one. And of course the Death Riders want to get involved.
Of course they do. Yeah.
So they do, basically. And then Darby Allin shows up.
Oh yeah.
So that's really cool.
I love that shit.
I don't know. The show was. I liked the show, honestly.
You talk about Dynamite?
Yeah, I thought it was a good show. Yeah. But I thought it was weird that they did Collision on Thursday. They did Collision last night.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is weird.
So that's one thing I don't love about AEW is sometimes they just move these shows around.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I think it has to do with what is Collision on? Is it on TBS or TNT or something?
I'm really not sure, man. I think it's TNT.
I think it's TNT.
Yeah.
They must have to move that show for whatever reason.
Things.
It's a Saturday show. So Saturday at 8 or whenever it is, 10. Is it 10 o'clock?
I'm not
it's
sure.
You're going to probably have things that beat you out that they're going to have to shift you forward for.
Yep.
But I think also they probably record both shows on the same night. They probably do Dynamite. If they do Dynamite live, they can just record Collision right
I haven't had the opportunity to see AEW live yet. I would actually like to.
I would too, yeah. And for sure, like that one venue that they're using right now is so cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It reminds me of so glad you said it. Yeah. It reminds me of ECW, right? Yeah. The venue they're in that they were just in for the Dynamite, like after All In, is amazing.
Yes.
And the speech Hangman gave was so good, dude. That was so awesome. When he came out to open Dynamite and he had the belt and shit, he gave a wicked God tier speech.
I wonder if I can find what
the venue is.
Where's
it? Yeah, where's it say? Andrew J. Brady Music Center.
This is August 13th. Is that going to be the same venue?
I don't know. It's the Andrew J. Brady Music Center. Look up, just grab that text and search that. Yep.
Yeah. Because I thought the same thing. I thought that it had a very similar vibe to what was it?
I don't know. This doesn't quite look the same. That looks cool too, though.
Yeah,
that looks cool
I like
too.
that they're doing these smaller soundstage areas.
Dude, we were saying it before. One of the biggest things they got to do is they got to get into smaller soundstage style places because they're going to have insane crowd energy.
Here it is.
Insane crowd energy.
Let's see if I can find a better.
Dude, that venue is so cool. Aragon Ballroom.
Yeah, Aragon Ballroom.
Dude, it's so cool. It's made for wrestling. Like the way it looks for wrestling is so awesome.
Yes. Yeah, there it is.
It looks like it's a wicked cool show.
It looks like Casa Bonita or something.
Look at the ceiling in there.
It's so cool.
This would be a wicked cool place to see a band play too.
Yeah, it's a wild venue.
Yeah, that's wicked.
And what was cool was Darby Allin jumped off of this balcony.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you can do kind of stuff like that. And it reminds me too of Lucha Underground where you have like this extra.
There's set play.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I thought this was such an awesome step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's
weird too because
it almost feels supernatural.
Yeah.
Because it feels like all of a sudden, like when AEW first started, it couldn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Then it couldn't do anything right.
Yes.
And now it feels like it can't do anything wrong again.
Yeah, and it was ballsy because they had just come off of their big show All In.
Yeah.
And then they go
the
to
momentum
this.
is so huge.
Yeah.
And to bring it to a place like this, I was watching it going, please keep coming here and let the rest of the places you do be this. They'll make so much more money.
They did like 4 or 5 shows from there. They will be able to
lower the cost of production so much.
Yeah. Yep.
And be able to make money off of streaming and shit.
Yep.
They're on HBO Max now. Like, dude,
yeah.
Props, guys.
The HBO thing is
serious props to AEW for figuring out a way to crawl out of the negative shit that they had going on that was obviously real. And find their way back to momentum.
Yeah.
I hope they keep it forever, man.
The production feels so good to me. It's so refreshing because
it's so good.
When Dynamite starts, Sum 41 is playing, and I'm like, this is awesome because they have it's like an old school feel, and they're allowed to swear and say things that are a little bit,
yeah. So
it's more
what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
what it felt like
gives
to
me the old school feel.
Was like if you think about Raw's been running for 1,000,000 years, right?
Yeah.
Think about how Raw felt when it first came in. It was exciting, right? Then it was in like small venues and stuff, right? But then it went a little bigger, and there was this little area where it was kind of a lull. But then when they rebranded as Raw's War, shit started to pop off, right? It's not a rebrand of Dynamite as something else. You know what I mean? It's not that.
Yeah.
But it's just there's a clear shift in the direction and the feel of the show that felt so right. It felt so good again. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean.
To be fair, I didn't catch Dynamite from yesterday, right? Was Dynamite? Or Wednesday? I haven't seen this Wednesday's yet. The one I saw was the one from the week before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. Here we go again. Here we go, dude.
It's really, it's awesome.
And I'm wicked happy for him. Please keep going in whatever direction you're going. It's working.
That's the thing is WWE is super watered down. It is.
It just is.
There's not really a way you can really avoid saying that. But that's why I think there's a gap.
It's still great.
That's open for this. Yeah, for something like AEW.
They knew that years ago. It's why AEW exists. And it was doing great for years.
Right.
For the first couple of years.
It's why he bought Ring of Honor and said, we're doing
this.
But
so. I think it only stands to show that AEW is going to be around for the long haul. Because they figured out a way to not give up and collapse under their first negative phase.
Yes.
They're going to have them. There's going to be more. I don't want them to, but
you're going to have it.
Every company has where you have this crazy run, and then they die down for a bit.
Well, shit,
and then it catches fire again.
WWE had years where they had an
absolutely
issue before
years,
Daniel Bryan's
and the only reason people really dealt with those shit years is because there was no other option.
Yeah.
Or if there was an option, they were kind of also in shit years.
Yeah. There was definitely like a low. I think before Yeselmania, like that whole run up with Daniel Bryan.
Oh, that was when it started.
That was when you started to see it.
But that was also NXT, man. When NXT 1.0 really started to pop off, that's when it really started to. I think that changed the whole industry, man. Look how many people are super big deal in both companies that had some amount of time in WWE's NXT system back in the day.
Yeah.
Even Swerve is a fucking NXT guy. Yeah. And he is one of the top guys in the whole company in AEW. And well-deserved. He's fucking incredible.
Swerve is great.
He's so good.
Like with Prince Nana coming out.
Yeah. Dude, so I love Swerve. Good. I love Swerve.
I love it, dude.
I don't like the weird shit he was saying about Booker T back in the day, but overall, back in the day, I mean, he recently said some weird shit about him that came off kind of weird. But I don't care. Overall, I think Swerve is amazing as a talent and is one of their biggest guys. And AEW seemingly is very aware of that.
Yes.
And is using him accordingly.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that for sure.
And I love the stuff the nuance to the stuff they're doing with him and Hangman has been great.
That's what I mean. They're doing a great job. And I think the small venues, we've talked about this not even a year ago, probably. Yeah. And it's you can't just have these big venues, not sell them out, because you get all this flack online and people are like, well, how come there's nobody there? And then everybody's making jokes about how the arenas are empty, and it's like, well, they're not going to be empty if you're selling out this place.
That's right.
So
it's not going to be empty, and
it's more intimate too.
The smaller venues like that are more intimate, they might only hold a few thousand people, but that's still a huge crowd. That's a good crowd, and the energy's going to be insane. One night stand, dude. Yes. Thank you.
Cena and RVD, right?
Cena RVD, the main event for the ECW title or whatever, right? Or no, it was for the WWE title, wasn't it?
Hammerstein Ballroom. That's where it was. That was in New York City.
Yep. First ECW champion, and he won the WWE title from Cena.
Yes.
And it was Hammerstein Ballroom. Yep.
Yeah, that was dude.
Where's that at? Is that New York City?
Yeah, it's in New York City.
Yeah.
What a
venue.
That was a great show.
One night stand. That's one of the greatest single night events ever in the history of wrestling.
And I loved it because you really saw Cena's like heel side.
It was the first time we ever got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had no choice but to work heel. Look at that, though.
It's such a cool place.
It's such a cool ass venue, man.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like that is just, that's super sweet. Yep. It's perfect for wrestling.
Look at the one right next to that. Is that literally, okay, that's not wrestling, but it's
set
close.
Up for music or something.
It's close, yeah. I was just looking at the fact that they had the center console area, but.
See if you can get a picture of it with wrestling.
Yeah. Dude, look at
like
this.
It's so cool.
Oh, that's GCW. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I love that idea of like being up on these
there's an ROH show
balconies.
There. Yeah, look at that.
And there's just something intimate about these smaller venues.
The crowd reactions are so bonkers.
Yes.
Think about
there's downsides to that.
Sabu versus Taz in ECW back in the day was like that feud was so good.
Yeah.
The shit when like Sabu, the lights would cut out and they'd come back and he's fucking, and the crowd's like blows the roof off the place. The energy in those big moments will hold up, in my opinion, to any big arena.
Yeah.
Like nobody's watching that and nobody's in that building feeling like that is not as big of an event that they're at as like a Mania. Yeah. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Because, and dude, having been to a ton of indie shows too.
Yeah, like, it's different.
I've been to 2 CW shows that were packed out and the crowd was going fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's you also get like the only downside is like on TV. Sometimes it doesn't translate because you have like one guy in the crowd screaming into a microphone, and it's like I want to hear what the crowd thinks. Not
and
what
that
this
was
guy
the
thinks.
curse of AEW doing too big of venues.
Yeah.
They were locked into venues that they weren't drawing for.
You can't get
and so it ended up looking weird on camera and sounding weird.
Right, because you have this empty arena.
Because the venue is so big
and your sound
empty that the sound was dissipating. It sounded so quiet. Yeah. You have a smaller place. Dude, if you had a wrestling show in front of legit 500 people, but it's small enough to where it feels like all 500 people are right on top of the action, it's going to be wicked crazy energy in there.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I can tell you, I've played... At this point in my life, I've been playing drums for 30 years. I've been in a band playing shows for at least 18 of them.
Oh, yeah, easy.
I've probably played, I don't know if I've played 1,000 shows in my life, but it's definitely hundreds and hundreds of shows in my total lifetime playing in bands.
Yeah.
The biggest shows I've ever played have only ever been like 400 to 500 people max. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the energy is insane. I can't even imagine what it's got to be like, even just in front of like 2,000 people.
Yeah, the most fun shows I ever played were smaller places.
Yeah,
and I think comedians always say it too. They say like arenas are great, but like you want a small comedy club, right?
All of my favorite shows I've ever played in my entire career as a musician have been big crowds for local venues, though.
Yes,
like not like a 1,000 seater thing, or like a festival where there's 20,000.
Yeah,
people
the difference is that you know everybody.
But it's so cool when there's like 200 to 300 people in a venue that maxes out at like 300 people.
Yes,
though. And so
it's just a lot more personal.
Like it's insane there.
Yeah,
but it's you. Yeah, you're still on a stage. It's still a professional event. You know, it's like that's why I'm sitting there going, dude, if AEW can get out of these like 10,000 seater arenas that they're only selling 4,000 tickets to, get into a 3,000 seater venue that you're overselling and you're selling out.
It's exactly what we said. And it's so nice that they're actually doing that.
Yeah. And it's not like we hadn't. Like, it's, I in no way, shape, or form sitting there going,
it's not like,
they must be listening to people. No, they probably were already adjusting.
Yeah.
Like, we have nothing to do with that shit. I would never even.
I did not message Tony.
I just mean, what's cool is that it doesn't seem like they're listening to anybody else doing it. They already knew and are paying attention to their own business model to go, we have to make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Which it looks like it was a contract thing, and they just had to wait for the timing to come up so that they could then go after it.
Work your way up.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's like you'll get an idea of what your projections to sell are and all that stuff.
They've got to know.
And especially, you know, it's helping them. This HBO Max deal is helping.
That's a big deal. They needed that so bad.
It is. It's awesome for me because I don't have to like find some weird illegal stream or something to watch it.
No, we never do that. No one does that shit. No one does that.
I can pull up HBO Max. Bang! I'm watching Dynamite.
Yep. Exact.
It's really cool. Or I can watch it the day after or whatever.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess to close, just I love seeing the AEW's do it. Seems to be at the cusp of a new era in their product, which it looks like it. I mean, I think that was the whole point. I feel like Moxley's this whole Death Riders thing, I haven't really liked it, you know. But
the culmination
in retrospect
of it,
now,
the culmination makes sense.
I appreciate it. And my view changes because it feels now, and whether it was intentional or not, I hope it was, and I'm gonna go with it was. You know what I mean? What it feels like, I don't know.
I don't think it
was. But what it ends up feeling like is like the Death Riders was the last. That was a beacon of what was wrong with AEW in reality.
Yes, it's layered storytelling in a way because you're saying
it was a beacon of what was wrong with AEW during this down period they're starting to crawl out of.
Yeah.
And Hangman beating him and the people involved in the way it all played out as like their Avengers Endgame moment, so to speak, of this story arc that's been going on, felt like it was intentionally a moment of reset. Like, this is a new era.
It felt
similar
like,
to Cody beating Roman.
Yes, it was the Death Riders symbolized it, and I think one of the coolest things I saw the Death Riders do was when they killed Rampage, the last Rampage show.
Yeah, that was
really cool.
That was cool.
It was creative, a good way to do that because they know the deal's done. They can't have Rampage anymore. Whatever. Well, I don't know exactly what happened with that, why it had to stop. Maybe they just made the decision to do it.
Yep.
But the way they executed it was really cool.
Agreed.
But, you know, I think there was a lot of things that weren't.
For sure.
And
we talked about that, you know, like, man, I wish they would stop doing this.
I never really thought about it that way, though. You know, it's like, maybe it is, you know, it does seem to be a symbolism of like, we're killing off what's wrong with us right now.
Yes.
Here we go.
This is them
maybe
showing you we are going in a new direction with Hangman as the champ. And business is about to pick up again.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I think Hangman is the centerpiece of them.
I mean, look,
for me, Hangman is their John Cena guy.
I would say, well, right now. Yeah. I think
he has been.
Darby Allin is going to be the next guy. But here's the thing.
Yes.
4 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to say I'm probably going to be watching Dynamite every week.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And now it's like, now you got him.
Yeah, now
they're right back.
I absolutely do.
Good.
I'm very happy for
Hangman's whole story arc has been my favorite work of AEW. Other than, of course, Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Everything she touches is platinum.
Yeah.
But Hangman's, as far as the men go, he's been my favorite story arc. Just like seeing his run from day one of AEW existing. Yeah. And always being like, can I be the guy? Can I be the champ?
He is the guy. And he doesn't have any problem taking the ball.
He is the guy. He is the guy. He is AEW's Cody Rhodes to me. And if there's people in AEW that don't see that, they need to. He is their guy. And I mean, he's their world champion. I'm guessing they see it, you know?
Yeah, they definitely see it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, good for them, man. Still, I'm going to say I'm just
I'm excited to see
happy
what they
for
have
them.
going on now.
Yep.
And I want that.
I mean,
I love how fast it can switch.
Yes. Things can change fast. And WWE,
you never know, and just in wrestling in general, you never know when something's going to catch fire.
Part of it too is WWE is starting to lose a little momentum because they've got a lot of injuries that are going on, and their big storylines are getting impacted by that. And
that's very true.
I think part of that is definitely swaying people a little bit that way.
Yeah.
So things, ebb and they flow. Anyway, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Yep, and Ozzy.
Yeah. Man, Ozzy.
He's a WWE Hall of Famer, isn't he?
Ozzy, he might be.
Yeah, I think he is, and that's our excuse to talk about him on our wrestling podcast.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Like Ozzy need one, dude. Ozzy's a legend everywhere.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Glad I lived in the time of both.
Yep.
And got to be
every time, dude.
Seeing it,
Every time I think of Ozzy, someone has been in my room and taken my beers away from my room.
Are you sure it was it?
Yeah.
And he just stops.
Who's the beer?
Yeah, who's the beer?
You.
He just can't, dude. That's the greatest clip of all time.
It's so good, dude.
Oh
my God.
Hell yeah. Right. The first live one down, man. I think it went well.
I wouldn't mind doing it live all the time.
I want to start doing it live all the time. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know how your schedule works out for that. Yeah. I know we usually would record on Thursdays.
We usually release on Friday.
Right? If you want to just start going live every Friday, that is actually way easier for me.
We might be able to do that, yeah.
But it's all.
And even if we do stay Thursday, I was thinking
we could just still do it live.
Well, maybe just release like the podcast version Friday anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not going to change.
Just to keep it on schedule.
Yep. Totally.
But you can, if we do it live, you can go back on YouTube on whenever we do it, and you can watch the live
early.
replay or whatever.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. And eventually.
And it'd be cool to maybe if people start watching, we can interact with the chat or whatever. That'd be cool too. Sometimes if there's a lull,
as the channel
we usually
grows,
have a lot to talk about, so it's
that's the thing. We always show up with a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But we love the interaction. To us, that's all this show is. To us, is we're two old buddies who've known each other for a wicked long time, and we both spent our entire lives watching wrestling.
And we had the equipment.
We're really just talking about. We're just having a conversation, a open discussion about wrestling topics that are current, and some definitely not current. And it's cool that we get to do that together. But with a chat getting in the mix,
that would be
that's
great
not going to hurt anything either.
I think as wrestling fans, a lot of wrestling fans, sometimes you're on your own, right? Because you don't always have friends around you that watch wrestling.
We grew up in a time when it was not cool. And then it got wicked cool with Austin and Rock. And then it got not cool again for years.
And that's the thing. It's like if you don't have someone to talk about it with, then that sucks. Because part of it is,
if you feel like you don't and you find our channel, you now do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that's one of the main goals for this, for sure.
Yeah. Is just embracing the community, being a part of it, and interacting with others.
Yep. No, I'm totally down with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm not trying to, get crazy famous. We just want a community. That's all.
That's it. Just want to be part of the community that I've followed my entire life.
Yeah. So yeah, if you watched us live, thank you for watching. If you're watching the podcast, thank you as well.
Thank you for everything, man.
Yeah. Follow us on all our socials. Do the promo code, go over to w.gg, use the promo code ClearShots. All one word, 10% off. That helps us. Like and subscribe. All that stuff helps us.
Yeah.
Any engagement helps us.
Any engagement. So, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to sign off. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah, bro.